Hey guys, today we're checking out 3 new cubes from SpeedCubeShop. So I don't know about you, but I'm most excited about the Love Cube, aren't you? So the cube comes in a checkerboard pattern and the colors are actually really nice. This is only available on SpeedCubeShop until Valentine's Day. So if you want to get this for that special someone, then link and discount code are in the description. Go get them. So I'm sure some of you guys are thinking right now, hey, JPerm, I'm a cuber. What am I supposed to do with a Love Cube? Well, to me, this is really nice because I've never had a different colored cube before. But the other thing is because the color scheme is so odd, I feel like I want to do speed solves on this. Because we always do solves on the same color scheme, and I've never done solves on anything that's really much different, and tried to see how fast I can go on it. Okay, I'm going to scramble this thing up. Ready, guys? This is the Love Cube challenge. Okay, this is actually really interesting because I don't know which side I'm going to start on. I mean, I'm usually color neutral, but I don't think I can just pick any side here. The red on red looks a little interesting. I think this will be the easiest one to spot, so I'll go with this. Okay, thinking about my cross. Am I gonna make an X cross? Obviously not. All right, let's start. Okay, free pair. This goes with, oh, what the heck? This one, okay, those two go together. Jeez, this is hard. Okay, OLL looks pretty easy. Did I finish F12? Yeah, I did. Okay. Wow. Okay, we're trying that again. That was actually more difficult than I thought it would be. Okay, so I'm doing red cross again. We got this. This is bad. These two are pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to try to look ahead to first pair, see if that happens. We got this one here, and it goes with that. I don't even know if it goes with that one. I think it does. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm getting way better at this, or I'm just getting really lucky that everything happens to be really easy to see. Oh boy, which A-perm is this? Oh my. Okay. Okay, so that was surprisingly a fun new challenge. Not only are the colors like kind of hard to tell apart from each other, and I have to think about new ways of how I recognize things because obviously last layer can be sort of easy to recognize. At least I thought it would be really easy, but for PLL I had to look for other things. Like, for example, for the A-perm, which I didn't know which way it goes, sometimes you can really easily tell, and if you know opposite colors, then you can probably do it. Like, I know these two are opposite now. When I got this, I also had to recognize that there were no headlights over here, because headlights being here can make it the other A-perm. So we have this as well. So in case you don't know what A-perm is, it's just a 3-corner cycle, but with this block. But these two or this, you can use one of those to recognize which one you have. And so I had trouble with that, which I've never struggled on a regular cube. People say cubing must be really hard in your brain, but really, most people, at least after a lot of practice, are at a point where we don't really think anymore. So it's interesting to have to think and cube at the same time. So if you want to get the Love Cube, it's only till Valentine's Day, so you have to get it quick. It's $12.95 on SpeedCubeShop, and I have a discount code and link in the description. All right, next we'll be looking at the YuXin Kylin V2. I really hope it's pronounced Kylin, because that's what I'll be saying for the rest of the video. All right, this is a $10 magnetic cube. Recently, I've been really impressed by the price and performance of YuXin cubes, and wow, yeah, this is super smooth. This reminds me of the first time I tried the Little Magic from YuXin, but a lot more stable, I would say, than the Little Magic. But it feels very similar in that it's really smooth. And right now it might be a bit tight. I don't think it's going to be able to corner cut. Yeah, it doesn't corner cut that well right now. Although I do just think that's from being tight. I will loosen it and probably give a full review on this because this this already feels really good. It's $10, it's magnetic, and it's got tiles on it, which is interesting. They decided not to just make it stickerless. I guess some people don't like stickerless. Oh, and also I totally forgot. This is a transparent cube. It's not black. So I think I intended to get black, but I somehow got transparent. Whatever. I'm probably going to get a black one as well if I really like this. So if you haven't seen my last video about my cubing life story, you should go watch it. But also in the beginning, I talked about a giveaway I was doing, and I brought up YJMGC and Little Magic M as the best really cheap magnetic speed cubes. So I'm going to try and see by the end of the giveaway if this one is actually better than them both, because it is quite a bit cheaper than them both as well. Actually, a ridiculous price. How is this only $10? That doesn't really make any sense. I haven't even set it up yet, and this could, like, I know this could be a lot of people's mains right now without it even being set up or lubed. It does feel dry on the inside. And it doesn't corner cut that well yet. Yeah, anyways, as always, super impressed by YuXin. They seem to always have the best budget cubes, and for like top of the line cubes, they always have good ones. For big cubes, it's especially good, but their budget cubes are always amazing. Okay, now here we have a new cube from DaYan called the DaYan Tengyun M. They're making magnetic cubes. DaYan never... I'm trying to say something, but this is like really annoying me. I was gonna say that DaYan never fails to surprise me in that they're making new stuff, but it always seems to be not that good. Not that I've tried them, but like they made like a Zhanchi 2018 or something, or 2017, I can't remember. I never tried it, but I've heard that it was not particularly impressive. So they're naming their cubes differently now, no longer Zhanchi. I guess that makes sense because they've already thrown enough Zhanchi into the world that it's people don't really want that anymore. Oh boy, the cube is wet. Look at that. Okay, I have some history about DaYan to talk about, but first let's get into some turns. Are you kidding me? Zero expectations, and this just blew me away. It's not like the little magic when I was like, oh, this is too good for its price. This cube is amazing as far as I can tell from first impressions, which is not that much, but I don't see any problems that I might have with this. Let's check corner cutting. Ooh, magnet slots. That's pretty cool. Kind of like the GAN. Okay, 45, no problem. Let's go a little more than 45. More. What? Really? Okay, effortless from everywhere, except for that one when I tried to say it. Effortless from everywhere. This is the GAN X and no other cube as far as I know. And only the GAN X on certain sides, actually. When I showed it in the video, on the GAN X video, I said it corner cuts everywhere easily. I didn't realize it didn't do that on every side. The side I picked during the video recording just happened to be the one that, one of the few that worked really well. But this one corner cuts actually really good. And the cube is a little bit slippery in my hands right now, so it might be because I just wiped off some lube and it didn't all come off, but this is really smooth. Okay, so this is exactly what I think the MGC V2 wanted to be. It's because it feels similar to the MGC V2, except it doesn't have that catching issue, which I talked about, which is like, oh, it does do that. Not really. Maybe I just wasn't holding it right. Yeah, it doesn't really have that problem, actually. The other thing is I'm really impressed with the feel of this because maybe it comes from the corner cutting, but this, yeah, it's kind of like MGC V2 if it was good, and GAN X because of how smooth it is. Here's a GAN X, which to me just they feel really similar, actually. They're both like a super low pitch, very smooth feel. The GAN X feels a little bit looser, even though this is not on very loose tensions. I may actually be able to perform just as well on them. So we have magnet slots as well. I don't think the mechanism looks any bit similar to the GAN X. Yeah, the mechanism is definitely not the same. So this is what the inside of the cube looks like. Very cool, DaYan. So here's an edge piece, and you can see there's this little thing on the side here. I don't know what it does. I'm not an expert on this, but as you can see, Moyu cubes have a very similar thing going on here. Now, as much as this is similar to the GAN X, you can see that the mechanism is actually very different. GAN pieces always seem to look a lot simpler, while this one looks more like the Moyu pieces. Now, for the corner pieces, there's a very thin stalk up to the foot, and I think that this is about as thin as the old Zhanchis used to be, so I wouldn't say that this would have a problem with breaking, although it does look a little bit thin. And we have a nice little face right here. Hello there. This guy looks very angry. This looks like a monster from a video game. This looks like it would be a really easy boss from a video game, but you'd have to kill it 3 times because there are 3 faces all the way around it, and he would attack you with his horn. So if we compare it to a Moyu corner piece, again, it is similar, but still quite different in many ways. And when we compare it to a corner piece from GAN, as you can see, a GAN corner piece tends to go straight from the body to the foot, and there's no stock here in the middle. Also, as you can see, the magnet placement seems to be further up into the piece. I don't know what difference this would make exactly, if it would even make a difference, but that's just interesting to note. So it's very interesting how this looks completely different from GAN pieces, but they feel so similar. Okay, let's try doing a solve on this. Okay, so from that solve, I can see that what I said may not have been super true, because although it turns really well when I'm just testing it, it kind of has a problem that some cubes have, which is just, maybe it's too loose, that might be the problem, but it just feels like I don't have a solid grip on everything I'm trying to do. Even though it feels so similar to the GAN X, I always can do what I'm trying to do on this. And so this, obviously I'm not used to it. That was my very first solve, but we're gonna see how this goes, and I'll make a review on it if I think it's worthy of a review. So that's it for today's unboxing. If you want to get the Love Cube, get it before Valentine's Day. And for the Kylin V2 and the DaYan Tengyun M, I'm going to try and review these if I find them worthy of my reviews. Only the best and most hyped cubes get to make it to my reviews. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was a fun video, and I'll see you guys next time.